The death count keeps climbing in the battle for Ukraine. NowNews.com has learned Russia may be losing 100 soldiers per regiment per day. The claim comes from a Russian soldier who appears in a video posted online by a Ukrainian official. He accidentally voiced out the horrible number of losses, Anton Gerashchenko wrote on X, formerly Twitter, Tuesday, November 28. Gerashchenko is an advisor in Ukraine's Internal Affairs Office. The video shows Verkyev Gennadievich, who calls himself the first volunteer soldier from St. Petersburg. He went to a Russian Orthodox church near the front lines, reportedly seeking donations. The video, which has clear evidence of edits, shows Gennadievich surrounded by priests. He admits he was absent from the military action in the Donetsk region for 10 days. There is one regiment that's constantly moving forward, captioning indicates Gennadievich said. Right now there are heavy losses, with over 1,000 men killed during his absence. The British Defence Ministry tends to agree with that. Its statistics cited by Business Insider show an average 931 Russian military personnel have been killed or injured each day in November. That number, which is based on Ukrainian data, is up 20% from the daily casualty count in March. Gennadievich indicated he was seeking help at a church to add to provisions that Russia's defense ministry doesn't have time to deliver. At one point in the 40-second video, Gennadievich holds up a pair of black gloves. He indicated they came from the chief of his regiment. They are being handed out instead of medals, Gennadievich said. It's not clear when the video was recorded. But winter weather has arrived at the Ukraine front lines, as news reported in recent days about a deadly storm bringing snow, flooding and high winds. The main Russian goal in Donetsk is the capture of the town of Avdiivka. News reported as far back as April on the battle for control there. The Institute for the Study of War cited the two majors' Russian military blog as saying Russian soldiers are concerned about a lack of firepower along the Dnipro River. Ukrainian forces have been advancing there. The 21-month conflict has taken a financial toll on both sides. News reports about 42% of the Russian government's budget this year is allocated to the special military operation. Reuters reported President Vladimir Putin signed a draft budget Monday, November 27 to increase military spending. About 30% of the budget would be assigned to the military, with an additional 10% allocated to national security. Despite international economic sanctions, Russia estimates its revenue next year will total about $391 billion. That would be an increase of 22.3%, much of that dependent on oil sales. AFP and Barron's reported earlier in November that Ukraine's 2024 budget sets aside half of all government spending for defense. That could total $47 billion.